So what I'm doing in this video, I want to show people my snake and that there's nothing to really be scared of when handling the snakes. My name is Winston. I'm going to put this on YouTube because I see a whole bunch of other snake videos on YouTube. I am a proud owner of a ball python now. And I want to show it to you. Can you get in on it? You can get in on it.
Too much light. Oh, there it is a little bit.
I am going to take her out of the cage. As you can see, the cage is fully lockable cage that I have for her. There is no way that she will ever be able to push this up. There's even a hole for a padlock in case you get kids or don't want her to get stolen. And it slides off. It's not one you just lift up, so I ain't got to put anything on top of it to hold it down. As you can see, she is pretty tame. I'm just reach in here and grab her, pick her up.
I can't see it. Too much light. Turn around this way or something.
Here, let's fix the light problem then. There's too much bright light. Still see it?
Barely. Okay,
that's her right there.
Right there.
See, I can hold her in my hand. She'll move around. She'll get active here in a few seconds. I am assuming she is a female. Most snakes who come from pet stores are females. She was bought at a pet store. I believe it was PetSmart. Males are normally kept by the breeder and females are sold in pet stores. However, there is a process you can do to sex them. You can either pop them or you can probe them. I'm not going to do either. I have seen it done and know how to do it. But I'm not going to take the risk of hurting her. She hasn't hurt me, so I am not going to hurt her. She is a ball python. She's about a year old. She's about 2 feet in length. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, give or take. I do not have anything to measure her with. And to even get her to sit still long enough when I have her out to measure her. Since she is even tame enough, I could bring her up to my face. Anything that would bite me, I would not bring up to my face. I wouldn't even put them around my neck. And I have full confidence on putting her around my neck. She is still a little head shy, which pretty much means that you get close to her head. She'll kind of ball up, move away. They are called ball pythons because when they feel threatened, they ball up. See, something like that. They don't strike. She has ate twice this week for me, so there's no feeding problems. I think she might be a little bit underfed because of the colder weather, which is normal. Snakes can go a while without food. They eat on their own time. They do not eat on our schedule. They are still even captive breds, which is this one is a captive bred. They are still wild animals, and like any kind of animal, can be unpredictable. However, they have demeanors that will keep them kind of judgmental. When I get the money, I will get her to a vet to have her sexed. A vet that knows what they're doing. Also, the process looked a little bit disgusting. She is a beautiful specimen. She just loves to crawl around. She can get kind of fast too. My next step is to bathe her, because she's ate twice and she has not pooped at all, which is really not a concern, but to kind of help her out to digest her last meal a little bit. Then I'll probably feed her again this weekend, or within the next few days. I'll probably feed her again. I feed her frozen fuzzies, frozen thawed. One, I'm not going to kill a rodent to feed her, and I do not want to give her a live prey. She's only ever been fed frozen thawed. She does really well with it, so I'm afraid to even put a live prey to see what she'll do. She keeps doing good how she is, she'll keep going on. She'll probably get to about 4 to 5 feet, maybe even 6 feet if she's a female. She can get pretty big. Even the males can get pretty big. Depends on how much they eat and their growth and how much stress they have. So that's her. I'm going to go ahead and put her back in her cage. And how easy that is. When I put her back in her cage, she'll be kind of overwhelmed. She likes being out of her cage. They do try to escape, which she'll probably do about half the night. It's very easy. Right now you see she's wrapped around my arm.
Doesn't want back in. Likes to get out and be holding.
Fear of falling. They do have a fear of falling. However, they do like to climb. You can see I got what's supposed to be like tree limbs. She'll climb on there, lay on top, get close to the heat melt. She has her hide for now. That's sufficient. It's a small hide. Her water bowl. She has not yet really touched it. Haven't seen her touch it. I refill it about every 2 days to kind of freshen it, just in case. I love this thing. Little saber-toothed tiger. Skull. She likes to lay right in it. I got pictures of her sticking her head up out of it, which is really fun. Said she is a real active snake, which means she's healthy. Good muscle tone, good skin color. She hasn't shed yet. I don't know when her last shedding was. But she don't look like she's close to a shed yet. So, her skin seems moist. I have a hard time with keeping a good temperature gradient. Some told me that it's really not all that big of a deal as long as she's healthy and she enjoys her environment. We can sit here and watch her a few minutes. She might try to come up to the top trying to get out. Said she'll be active for about...
What did you want to talk about?
Whenever I feed her, I do not feed her in her cage. I do not want her to associate her cage with feeding. Lessens the chances of getting struck. What I do is I have like a Tupperware type container. It has holes poked in the top so she can breathe. I don't leave her in here more than 45 minutes. Might need to take the rags out. I put one dry rag in on top. I'll put a warm moist towel in here. Right now this is sufficient for her. On the bottom I have a heat source. It gets pretty nice and moist in there, as you can see from the condensation on the side. What I'm using for a heat source, I just take like a Thermacare heat pad. She loves that. That I bought at Walgreens, like $4 a box. You get 3 of them. You can use hot hands, or you can probably even use a heating pad on low. I don't want to put her in here to show you because she's not feeding, and I don't want her to think she's about to eat. I might have to feed her. And I just throw it in his drawer. that is good size. I have these tongs, and what I'll do is I'll lift it up. First I'll lift it up, lid up empty, and I'll show her the tongs, kind of tap it in there. She'll start getting ready. Then I'll take the mouse, I'll grip the little frozen mice and the tongs, and I'll put it in there, show it to her, and she'll strike it. She's done it both times so far for me, no problems whatsoever.